Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody has been having an amazing start to their week. I'm Chelsea Whittington with another CWHITT session. What's a CWHITT session? I'm so glad you asked. A CWHITT session is a pop-up interview in a pop-up location with a surprise guest, but I gave it away in the sauce on Friday. Did you see it? We are here at City Life Center of Northwest Indiana, and I'm joined by its illustrious executive director, Dr. Joshua Austin. Hey, Doc.
Hey, how y'all doing, everybody?
I wanted to get down here because a few weeks ago I made the announcement of thanks, gratitude, and excitement around City Life Center coming on board with the promotion of a variety of projects and programs so that the community can get more engaged. I mean, who doesn't love city life? But there are a few folks under rocks out there who need to learn about your 10-year existence and the many things that you have coming down the pike. So before we get into that, can you introduce our viewing audience to who you are and a little background and history about you?
All right. Well, I'm Dr. Josh Austin. I go by Dr. Josh, and I am the executive director of City Life Center. So I'm excited to serve. I have been a teacher since 2005, as well as worked in other administrative capacities within education in Chicago and Gary in the Chicago suburbs. So I'm really excited to serve, really excited about what we have going on. And I'm ready to just impact lives as much as we possibly can. Here at City Life, we want to see families thrive. So that's what we're trying to do. Seeing
families thrive. Well, there was one key thing that you said about your background and your history was that you were a teacher.
Yes.
And so what led you to that, what we all know to be a ministry and a calling, because it's a sometimes thankless job, a job with no hours, no end point, and it just wraps around and continues, and a variety of hats inside of that.
Well, it's not a 40-hour job, definitely. Teaching is not a 40-hour job. I decided that I wanted to be a teacher because I was impacted so greatly by teachers. My mom is an educator. My grandmother growing up, my mom's mom, only made it to 11th grade. And she said, no matter what you do, get your education. And so I felt it was important for us to definitely have more black male teachers, because I didn't have that experience until high school. And then I went to a school way on the north side of Chicago called Lane Tech. And though I was there, I didn't have a lot of experiences with our people as far as that's concerned, because it was a school for the whole diaspora that exists within Chicago. And so I felt like our people needed to experience that more. They need to see black male teachers. I was really good at English, and so I became an English major, went down to Tuskegee University, pride of the Swift growing South.
HBCU.
And earned a degree in English and continued on from there. And I got into the classroom in December of 2005, and I haven't looked back.
Well, we are so glad a lot of our professionals either hail from somewhere else or have been somewhere else and come back, but they end up in good old Gary, Indiana. And as I'm looking around, if you're wondering exactly where City Life Center is located, it was formerly the Boys and Girls Club back in the day. And that was my first job out of college more than like 30 years ago. And so it's bringing back so many memories. However, you all have transformed this space into something amazing for young people. So let's talk more about the programming, the mission of how you help families thrive through these programs. So talk to me about the things that when families and children partake in City Life Center, what they get.
So at CLC, we have STEM, we have robotics, we have different programs as it relates to just impacting youth and young people. We offer day-to-day, Monday through Thursday, after-school programming, music, fine arts, STEM, culinary arts, different things like that. As well as on Friday and Saturday, we take our gym and open our gym up, and we have basketball camps, we have open gym, the kids run all evening. And so we just try to offer a lot of different things, an alternative to education as well. So we, as an educator, we bring academics into the center as well to open up the minds of our young people, because a lot of them are closed box, in school. And so as a teacher, I can say sometimes administrators are like, this is how you teach. And I recognize that every child doesn't learn the way we're made to teach. And so we try to bring different things. So we have Lego labs here. We have, we ordered Lego systems for every grade level, kindergarten through 12th grade. We also have music here. We have fine arts. So we're getting ready for a play in November. where our students will be able to participate as well as their families. And then we also now offer a program for adults called Can We Talk? And Can We Talk is about mental health and trying to help our community, which is in dire need of help,
yes,
with addressing trauma and issues that are going on. I can't be an effective parent if I'm holding on to a bunch of stuff, because I then take that out on my kids ultimately, and we continue a generational cycle of these type of things going on. And so City Life Center wants to do what we can to shift that paradigm as much as possible, as well as offer Christ to our kids, because we are a faith-based center.
Well, that is so great to hear. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm chatting with Dr. Joshua Austin here at City Life Center. And I know you're probably wondering, like, well, I haven't heard of them. And you and I talked about that, getting the branding and the messaging out there. And for quite some time, the organization has been supported by a variety of governmental and grants and things like that. We're finding that not necessarily all of those resources are readily available anymore. So there have been some circumstances where there's been a need to add pricing to different services and the need to raise money. Yeah. And that's not like any other nonprofit organization. Right. And so you all are doing some innovative things, including a gala that's coming up in October that I can't wait to attend. So please clue everybody in on the gala that's coming up October 26th.
So Saturday, October 26th at 6 p.m., we're hosting our first gala. This is our new fundraiser that we're doing. It is $100 per person, but business owners, we're inviting you to become sponsors for the gala, to get signage, because we're going to have signage, we're going to have programs, and we're going to promote your business as you sponsor and help us to, just do what we do for kids. And so this is Saturday, October 26th at 6 p.m. The colors are purple and gold. You don't have to be in any organization, and you don't have to wear purple and gold. Just come out and have a good time.
Where's it going to be?
Food. It's going to be at the Chateau in Maryville.
Okay.
Chateau. So y'all know they got good chicken and fish.
They have great food.
It's going to be really good food.
It's the salad for me,
Dad. See, this is the thing. Not only is it going to be good food, but it's going to be a good time.
Yes.
And you're going to be helping us to make this free for kids. As she talked about, we're dealing with, as every other not-for-profit is dealing with, budget issues, financial issues, where we have to raise capital. Mm-hmm. We want this to be free again for our families. Yeah. We were serving 120 kids for free. And so now we don't serve that many kids, because we have to shift to a model where we're trying to raise money and we're dependent on the families. And so it costs us $350 a month to provide programming. That's transportation
for one child.
For one child, $350 a month. So you're looking at transportation, food, every day for that child. We can't pass that on to our families. And so our families are struggling just with the $100 a month that we're charging. And then as a team, we're doing everything that we can to raise funds. But if you can help us, we would love it.
I love that appeal. And the thing about it is the work that you are doing are great wraparound services for the schools, for organizations. And then you mentioned the portion about the transportation. Yes. And that's another barrier when we talk about how people get access to resources. Right. So talk to me about the offerings around transportation.
So City Life Center has our own van. If you have not seen it, look for it. It's a black and orange van. It says City Life Center on the side of it. It's got our name all around it. It's got our hashtags on there. It's got all that stuff. But we go to the school, pick the kids up from the school, bring them to the center. They get a snack when they come in. They get dinner before they leave. And then we take the kids home. And that's unfortunately, again, there's a cost associated with that. Mm-hmm. And we want to get back to doing that for free. In the past year, we were able to do that for free for our kids. They were able to come in. The families didn't have to worry about anything. They knew that their kids were in a safe, warm environment, getting all type of things that they needed in the winter months. And then the summer months, they got a cool place that they could be and enjoy themselves. As you said, this was the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
And it was the YMCA at one time.
Yeah.
And so now it's the City Life Center. And we want people to feel life. Want them to feel it.
So if parents are watching, sponsors are watching, people who want tickets are watching, how do we get in touch with Dr. Joshua Austin and his awesome team?
So you can obviously go to our website, which is citylifeinc.org. NWI, Northwest Indiana, CityLifeNWI.org, and you can become a sponsor. You can get tickets for our gala. They're on the website as well. And then all of our other contact information is on there. Or you can find us on Facebook, City Life Center of Northwest Indiana.
I also would venture to say on your behalf, Doc, that you can just click a donate button. Maybe you can't be a sponsor, maybe you can't attend the gala, but making the lives of children and families better through a donation is certainly an option. And it can be a recurring donation, a one-time donation, but I just understand that we live in times now, Doc, where our students need just more than the classroom.
They need more than the classroom.
They need more resources. They need more people in their lives to help guide them through the process of being successful and having a safe place.
So this summer, we partnered with the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, and we offered summer learning labs here at our center. We saw our kids have double-digit growth because as a teacher, I hired other teachers to do our programming for the summer. So every child, not just the learning lab, every child in our building had academic access, and they had academic enrichment this summer. And we saw double-digit growth in ELA, double-digit growth in math. And when I'm saying double-digit, over 20% increase in ELA, over 30% increase in math. We want to educate our young people, and we understand that the classroom cannot be it. We got to help the teacher.
Yes.
And we got to help the parent.
Yes.
Because some of our parents did not have the greatest access to education either.
Yes.
And so there are disparities that exist. And so we exist to bridge the gap, if you will.
So let's talk a little bit more about the Can We Talk piece. It's a newer component. We talk about mental health and wellness that allow parents to be able to, or community members to be able to come in and express themselves. What are some of the topics? How does Can We Talk work?
So Can We Talk is a free share environment. You come in at 2 o'clock on every first Saturday. You get a meal first. So we want to feed you. And then at 2:45, I'm telling you everything that I do.
I knew Amber was smiling. That's why I looked over there like, snacks?
So we have a whole meal. And then at 2:45, we just share. And people are free to share their heart, to share what's on their mind, to share what they've had in a deep place, and to really just leave it on the altar, if you will. It's no judgment. We have a licensed clinician who is here in Ms. Claudia Papalos, who is one of our board members, but she's also a licensed clinician. She's here to provide those wraparound services if needed. And people are just able to just share their heart for about an hour and a half. We have a musician who comes in, or a poet who will come in and kind of fill the gap, because it's not you're not forced to talk. You can just share freely.
Yes.
And we sit and people open up, and literally they walk away free.
I love
and
it.
That's what we want to do. In order to help families thrive, we have to do so by alleviating some of the traumas that we've had growing up. Some of us had stuff that we still have not even talked about. We have stuff we have not let go. Our families have swept things under the rug. And we can't be our best selves holding these things. There's a song that I used to love growing up. My storage is empty, and I'm available to you. Your storage is not empty if your story is still in there. And so you have to release that thing so that you can be free from it, so that you can help the next generation.
I love it. We are live here at a CWIT session with Dr. Joshua Austin here at City Life Center of Northwest Indiana, 225 West 5th Avenue in Gary, Indiana. I'm just excited that you have partnered with us at CWIT PR to help drive your story. I feel like there's so much to tell, and we're going to have you doing some radio interviews and just really getting the word out there. But you had to talk to me first, so I'm glad that you took the time. And we have our nice little set. This is the lobby area of City Life, and it's like a cafe. I love it. So it's a very homey environment. And obviously, you don't do this alone. So I'm going to give you this opportunity without going down the list, but describe your incredible staff, the type of people who work here.
So we have people. I've only been here since January, but we have people who have been here for 2 and 3 and 5 and 6 years who have been dedicated to City Life Center and dedicated to this community. community. This organization has been here for 10 years, but also this was Bethel Church Gary. Bethel Church Gary is now Flourish Church on Cleveland, and they are doing amazing work where they are, but we're still here planted and rooted in the community doing this work. So we have about 20 adults or so who work here, and we provide first jobs for a lot of young people as well. So even two of my kids and some of our staff kids are working here as is their first job ever. And so we're just trying to do this work as hard as we can, and dedicated as we can. Sometimes we work at more hours than what we can pay for, obviously, but we're dedicated to the work.
I love it. And if you hadn't told me, there's no way I would have suspected that you've only been here since January. Your commitment is clear. Your vision is clear, and you have a seasoned team in place to help drive the mission of the organization.
Can't do it by myself. Can I do it by myself? I lean on them, and that's my leadership style, to not be an autocrat or not be a dictator, but to literally sit with our team and let's work this together. How can we do this? I may have a great idea. They may have a better idea. And so we lean in together, and we kind of do that like that. But I'm not just a person, though I live in Illinois, I am a person who lived in Gary, Indiana. I lived on 13th Place. My kids graduated from 21st Century Charter School, my two older sons. My younger kids went to 21st Century. I worked at Velt on 25th. Velt don't melt.
Okay.
I also worked at Lighthouse.
I see this interview's going left, but we'll get you back on track.
I also worked at Lighthouse here in Gary. So we're deeply rooted here, and want to see major change happen in this region.
Then I know if you have been engrossed in this community, you know that Gary is an amazing place. We have those fun rivalries all out of love for our educational institutions. But on a serious note, we have to rally around our young people. It's just a different day, a different time, and they have different needs. City Life is stepping in the gap to help families thrive, and we're asking that you provide your support through volunteerism, but mostly in monetary donations, so that these families can thrive and that these programs can continue. What's your overall goal, Doc, for the gala and this fundraising effort for this first go round?
We want to raise $50,000 to make sure that we can have programming all the way through December. Right now, we have a lot of families that would like to come to City Life Center but cannot afford to come to City Life Center. So we want to make it accessible to those families. And then some of the families that are here, though they have money now, they're dealing with different challenges and different struggles. And we want to make sure we provide opportunity for them. So we don't just have the gala, we have our Giving Tuesday, we have our plays, we have everything that we're trying to do to raise money. But ultimately, for the gala itself, our goal is $50,000, and we would love it even if your company could sponsor, dollar for dollar, dollar for $2, to help us to raise that money and get to where we're trying to get. Because if we were able to raise $50,000 and then we had sponsors that wanted to go dollar for dollar, that's $100,000.
Yes.
That ensures that we have several young people that are impacted.
Yes, and I could just even look at it this way: if we had 500 people that each gave $100 to sponsor a child, I mean, the opportunities, if we come together, are endless, because more hands makes the weight lighter as far as the lift for this project. Again, give the date, location of the gala, and how we can get in contact to support City Life Center.
Yes. So the gala is Saturday, October 26th at 6 p.m. at the Chateau in Maryville. You can get tickets on our website, CityLifeNWI.org. You can go right on there. All the sponsorship levels are there. You can get individual tickets, or you can sign up right there to become a sponsor at any level you want to get.
Dr. Joshua Austin, congratulations on all that you have been able to accomplish in your short tenure, and I'm excited about what's to come. And everybody, just be prepared to have your timelines flooded. We'll be doing lots of lives and pushing this information out, because the gala is only one piece of the pie. It's about the program, and it's about the continued engagement in community, and most important, it's about ensuring that families thrive. You've been watching another WHITT session featuring City Life Center, Northwest Indiana, located here at 225 West 5th Avenue. I invite you to share this video. Get involved in making Gary a better place. After all, we are. Thank you so much for this time. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.